if I can work together for that.
Yeah, we'll try to bring it back together.
Yeah.
Full circle, maybe?
Yeah.
Do you want to try to go
Maybe starting from where we are.
and go back?
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be really cool.
Uh-huh.
So,
It's creating like a figure eight.
yeah, creating a perfect infinity eight.
Infinity eight. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. So from now, so we essentially, we're talking about how it's like in every moment, if you're aware, your future self, your higher self is calling you to you.
Yeah.
So the you that you think you are. Not knowing that the higher you is pulling you to you in every moment. And so to become aware of that,
What I was feeling coming through for me is that I know that a specific amount of days have been like quite a lot of shifts happening in a short period of time.
mm-hmm.
The amount of personal challenges, it's here.
Yeah. So as our higher selves, with full love, recognition, and awareness, we're able to connect with ourselves, the selves that we think we are in this moment. And yet we're always trying to connect with our higher spirit, who is always pulling us,
Testing us, to see if we can,
challenging us to see if
yeah,
we can up level in every moment.
yeah.
And the more that we become aware of this in every moment, gives us then the ability to connect with, in that moment, our higher self, who is always pulling us up to ourselves. And as we continue to answer the call, that creates the neural pathways that fire and wire together, takes us back to this present moment, allowing us to become more fully self-aware. And when this happens, we upgrade the operating system, we build the neurology and the understanding and the awareness that we can, in fact, manifest heaven or hell, first from within. And then what we bring into the earth. And so that is the upgrade. That's the breakthrough. That's the hard wiring that must take place for us to continue to pass the tests, to become fully who we were meant to be. Our highest self, always pulling us up.
Can't even barely open my mouth.
More water?
That's where I'm at. Cool. Wow. was.
Did that make sense?
I think so. It did to me. I need some more water. Have you drank from the tap?
I think so. I think that's all they do is fill up that. Yeah. I might just go get mine too, actually.
What?
I'm just gonna go get water too.
I got a tap, bro. Got lots
Huh?
because of Marshall.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marshall, for your well and home that we have been staying on. He's been here for 30 years, building this piece of property, hosting people. You know, he's put a lot goes into us staying in a beautiful place like this with such luxury. Essentially, you know, it's like compared to like I said, I've been like into some of the local places here. Like this is like luxury staying here, and they're pretty awesome.
Yeah, super chill.
Yeah,
super chill.
Yeah, everything worked really good.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Just like
super important.
Yeah.
Bathrooms, lights,
everything. It was just like very.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, what was coming through for me is that as we go through these bigger shifts in our lives, Lee basically said, well, if you knew this situation was going to give you a crazy shift, would future you plan that out so that was your next level? That they said, okay, you need to be able to get to this level of presence or awareness or acceptance. Mm-hmm. But before you get there, you have to be ready for whatever that road is going to take. Mm-hmm. And all these shifts are happening. But this future you is kind of planning this all as you go along. And what came down for me is that I was thinking about this future you planning out things for me in a linear, like every week or every month. And I was like, whoa, no. That would be a really shitty, lame, slow technology.
But it is only as we upgrade.
It is literally processing that moment.
Yeah.
That quickly.
Yeah.
Every single present moment, it is processing that entire future and self in that moment. And either you're going to pass, or you're going to not
continue,
feel good,
or repeat.
Or repeat and go the other way.
Yeah.
That level of being disconnected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then that ties full circle into the manifestations of like literally everything you are feeling and everything that you are focusing almost all of your energy to, or even just your focus for a couple of minutes. And the power for those things to happen is like that.
Instantaneous.
So if we are programming our minds to think that as we are living every moment, we are also analyzing, like we are also like self-reflecting on ourselves that if we can make it, if we can make it, if we can make it. And we just keep going, connecting, spiraling up.
And only giving challenges that
we're ready to face.
Right? That resonate with us in every moment.
Yeah, from that moment you can either go up or you can go down.
And this is it's like artificial intelligence.
Yes.
But through us. Mm-hmm. It's like we're becoming more self-aware. Of how this...
that would be... Sorry.
Yeah, just of how the neurophysiology works. And by tuning to the collapsing of space and time, and therefore the new neural networks, new physiology in the brain and body, that's telling us that we're able to, in every moment, instant change, instant upgrade, instant.
that would be the highest level of intelligence.
Yeah.
That was able to just keep
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
Boom.
And it's upgrading exponentially in every moment.
Yeah.
So the time between getting it and getting it and
Yeah.
getting it and sending it and receiving it is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so that it's more immediate, more immediate, more immediate in this reality.
Yeah, it's really
in this 3D out. And this is the 5D downloading into the 3D.
Yeah.
This is the download. This is the upgrade.
Yeah.
It comes in a way you least expect it.
Yeah. So in literally every moment, we are full cycle, like planning outcomes and possibilities and unknown possibilities. In every moment, we are going like now and future, infinity,
Yep.
and just analyzing, boom, boom, boom,
Infinity.
and wherever we are focusing our thoughts, our gratitude is where we'll start to manifest those things, tune into those vibrations
Immediately.
In
every moment.
And then you get to this feeling of being connected again, where you're analyzing every time, every minute, every second,
New neurology,
constantly,
every millisecond,
all the time,
every moment.
Just boom, 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 boom. You're just leveling up in that entire process.
Wow.
It just feels like a spiral. It's just like, you know?
Yeah.
And like time is not really a construct in that.
No.
Like that has probably been going on in this spiral of, are these people going to wake up to the point and save this planet or not? And
back.
Okay, are these people going to make it? They get like a little bit further. Something comes and wipes out the planet. We have no fucking clue how long that's actually been going on for.
No.
It can be a hell of a lot longer than we think. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that just keeps happening, you know? And then we are now getting to this awoken phase where there's people that are like in their 20s getting this, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And I'm really feeling the call right now that like it is really our job to make sure that like the 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all of those people are getting a lot of extra downloads and a lot more of this fucking information than the people that are like maybe not there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Because then that
like,
produces the quickening.
That would produce, logically,
right? It produces the quickening.
It would be the next upgrade.
Yes.
A major shift upgrade in the world.
Yes. So yeah, that conscious shift, that upgrade.
Yes. Where we're like literally going from like maybe our grandma was spiritual and now their granddaughter is spiritual, back to the entire family is spiritual and doing medicine together and doing yoga together and hanging out together. Just loving each other. Somewhere in a beautiful community. What do we got to do to get people back to that place? Do you know what I mean? That's like one of the next tests that's coming up, the chain. Okay.
Well, and I think that's
what are we going to do now? What are we going to pre-plan for ourselves?
I think that's the quickening.
Yeah.
Right? So the more people that become self-aware and get elevated, even if it's a smaller group than the whole, then the energy of that smaller group is going to crash into the others like a wave. It's going to ripple throughout humanity and the collective consciousness, right? Which is that awakening, which is changing things, shaping things. It's creating that infinity.
So crazy.
Brain feels like it's on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
the realization that, for me, you're already pre-planning in every moment, every second of our life.
Yes.
And if we have that awareness, we can literally start to make anything happen.
In every moment.
In every moment. Every moment. And then from there, what are we going to do, like, globally? Like, how are we going to get the entire... Like, imagine what would be going on if the entire planet was like this, in this moment. Can you so imagine a future population, however many years, if you want to...
Utopian.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, how do we get everyone, or, like, half the people on this planet to start infecting the other half, to be able to feel like this right now?
Keep planting seeds.
Yeah, that's what.
Keep sharing information like this.
Yeah.
After we play it back and listen to it, make sure.
Everywhere. Like, this is the most incredible new technology. This is the highest technology that I think I know of in my life. If I'm actually able to think, manifest, and create the realities and shorten the disconnection between what I'm feeling and what is happening, and, like, work on that relationship of truly being grateful for every present moment, to actually get to that place.
Full circle.
It becomes full circle.
Wow.
Yeah. And that when you get that, you're having the time of your life. You're never worrying about anything. You're literally just doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing in every single moment. And that's what your soul gets to just keep living through.
It's all been previously orchestrated on your behalf.
On your behalf.
By your behalf.
Yeah. In the moment, like, just after. Or whatever. Like,
in every moment.
In every moment. Just so you'll eventually get to that.
Just so you'll eventually remember who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
And what you're really capable of.
Yeah. To then live joy.
And then like, we're glimpsing where we're going. Like, this is the veil being pierced. This is the beginning of that neurology. That physiology. Remember this feeling. Breathe into it. Become more aware of it. Feel it. Dude. This is the upgrade, dude. Yo. Wow.
Okay.
What if every upgrade that we've experienced is... I mean, it's a planned upgrade. I wonder if it's down to the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. I think it's down to literally every... I think it's so high tech.
Quantum.
It's literally just...
Quantum.
Boom,
it's quantum.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
Distilled right from and to the depths of your soul.
Yeah.
In every particle.
Yeah.
Every nanoparticle.
Dude, it's like fucking... Yeah. It's that gap.
Are you guys hearing this?
Please. Here. You know what I'm going to say? In this present moment, I want to call on my guides, my higher self, to be leading me and working with me in every moment so that I can communicate what I am feeling to encourage others to feel this way. Please channel through me. Pass every test at every moment so that I become so oneness that it is actually a form of a high-tech intelligence.
It is becoming more and more self-aware in every moment.
It's becoming more and more self-aware in every freaking moment. And in that sequence of time, like our time is just way out of the freaking window. Like we have no idea what the turnaround. Like we don't even have a way to like.
That's being no one,
like,
nowhere, no mind, and no body.
Oh,
no space and no time.
Yeah.
So we're just that thought in amongst the sea of thoughts.
Yeah.
And when we think the next thought, boom, it's created.
Yeah.
And think the next thought, and boom, it's created.
Yeah.
So continuing to build and strengthen this new neurology, this new physiology, feeling this experience with all of our hearts. We're creating the map to our future selves. Future energies in every moment.
Yeah. It would be, we know it's right because of how we're acting right now.
Yeah.
We know it's right.
Yeah.
So having that realization is
awareness precedes transformation.
Yeah. Awareness precedes transformation.
We have that awareness.
To every freaking moment.
Dude. This might be part of the reason we came together.
Yeah.
To hash this stuff out.
Yeah.
Hatch it out. Figure 8. Infinity.
Yeah.
Infinity live.
If we continued, like, we should probably, like, both journal or, like, write some down, too. Like, that content that would probably, like, be the content that would be created from each of those, like, thoughts that were, like, going out.
Oh.
And, like, the amount of new pathways to an even more advanced level we could be.
Which
future
infinitely, exponentially expands upon itself.
Yes.
The higher in frequency we get.
Yeah.
Infinity.
Future me
Infinity.
is already like, having it all.
Infinity.
And that is happening. Boom, 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 boom.
To infinity.
To infinity. It just
quickening,
strengthening as it comes together.
Dude.
To be more in to become more in alignment with something else.
Greater levels of
Technology.
Oneness,
Yeah.
love.
What's beyond,
Oneness.
What's beyond our planet?
Oneness.
Whoa. What's beyond our planet?
Oneness.
If we even think this is our planet. Imagine.
I think we built it.
Yeah. So imagine, where we could go outside of Earth if we became, if that entire world embodies how we are feeling right now in every moment. Right? Feel that. At that moment still, our future selves will be planning a better path, an upgrade. To continually, where are we going to be?
Where are we now?
Yeah. And we are projecting,
down
yes.
At
Where
ourselves,
are we now?
Sending this information.
Yes. Where are we
from
now?
the highest of highs.
Dude, we could be way more levels ahead.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Still unknown.
Somewhere between here and infinity.
Yeah. Between here and infinity.
Is our future self
Yes.
at the highest of levels possible within those infinite of infinities.
So we're already actually...
And what if that spiral actually is the Fibonacci?
That is creating life?
Yes. Right? Because it goes from infinitely
So it would be
large to
creating
infinitely
life.
small.
That would just be the formula
Large to
for
infinitely
creating life.
small. Infinitely, say it again. Infinitely large, infinitely small. No, say what you're saying.
Oh, dude. It's coming and just going.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to play that one back because I think
Okay. I had something, that
joins
was
the
good.
spiral.
Yeah, okay, so that'll be
Infinitely big to infinitely
that'll be a
small.
good future thing.
Yeah, infinitely big to infinitely
Remember
small.
that.
Future self.
Yeah, remember this.
Pulling me to me.
Yeah. Add on to what just happened in that last 3 minutes and make it transcend beautifully.
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect content. Yeah. Actually, this entire conversation that we are having right now, I want it to be the source for an abundance of information for us to be pulling from and be able to take many different examples and really build things around everything that is happening and being shared with in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Mm.
That's an affirmation that is now being picked up
Aho.
live
Aho.
every second.
Aho.
Completely tuned in.
And 10 for the energy in every single moment. As we pull our former selves to our greater selves. Intend that this energy be purified, that it be true, that it be infused with the spirit of teaching one and all who seek. And for it to be grounded and embodied into this dimension, into this realm, into these bodies, so that we may share with others.
We are being called in this moment to share this new technology, to get it out to people, because it is the most potent. It is the most powerful.
It changes everything in an instant.
And yeah, like that. And if we can find a way to get people to commit enough time to reprogram
To the journey.
So whether that's 3 days or 10 days, if whatever it takes for us to be able to get people to have these realizations, to quantumly shift from their old self into their new self in every moment.
Exponentially
picking up speed as we all continue go on a beautiful infinity of greatness,
possibilities
and oneness.
Infinite possibilities.
Where can we
to
go?
Oneness and unification.
What are we capable of creating when we are all operating with this technology? Who even frickin' knows? Right, we can't even put that into thought. It's too big. It's way too big of a program. It's way too big. Yeah.
Too big.
Yeah.
Too big in this moment.
So.
And I would ponder. that if our hypothesis is right, and it is the infinite us from the infinite of possibilities, in an infinite multitude of timelines
and vibrational upgrades.
Yeah, and just pulling us in every moment to that infinite of infinities of places. Pulling us to us, pulling me to me. In every moment. Embodying it.
Dude, it's almost like a love-hate relationship a little bit. It's kind of, it's like I'm gonna put you through this so you can overcome it and become the victor of it. To enjoy every moment even more full. So
and as you become more aware that you're doing this, you choose the happiness, the gratitude, the bliss, the blessed.
Yes. So as you continually upgrade,
then the upgrades to your neurophysiology, your hardware, your operating system, and therefore your abilities to manifest,
Yeah.
which then therefore becomes your reality.
Yeah.
So without, so within, as above, so below.
Yeah. Yo, hey. Step inside the AC first.
Yeah.
It keeps going because it's like, okay, so at what point do we get to a place where we are receiving 100% download confirmation with our soul's purpose in this moment to share this realization that we are having? From this moment,
It becomes exponentially.
yeah, like we need to be committing to that.
Yeah.
We're like, we have just caught up finally.
Yeah.
Like we're just catching up. We are just literally
our
waking
awareness
up.
level has
Okay.
just.
So, boom, just starting. We are literally just waking up.
Yeah.
Imagine the gifts.
So now it's been the surge.
The gifts and
quest.
the abilities that come to people. Like my wife Kayla, she just during a mushroom experience just had the opening that she should need to be a singer and share her voice, and she never used to sing before. Like it's, you know, how like in every moment people are getting downloads with spiritual gifts.
Dude, this is literally the movie Limitless.
Oh my god.
That was a manifestation
Dude,
of this in movie form.
Them making the movie was them doing what we
Was
realize
them-
now.
Was them pulling us?
Yes.
Or was that us pulling us?
Who knows?
Since we're all one.
I don't. Yeah.
Fuck me sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
And-
there's another loop.
Yeah. And so like. Yeah.
That's another fucking loop.
That's another
dude.
fucking loop. Because outside of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just us doing it to us.
Yeah.
It's us as that.
Yeah.
As the oneness doing it for all of us.
It would literally be
With-
like the universe
with-
completely being alive in every single moment.
Oh, crap. Oh, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, breathe into this. Breathe into this. This is why I was so nervous. As soon as I smoked, it was nerves. I was like
And this
anxiety.
is what I've been feeling every time I smoke it. I'm telling you that it's fucking crazy. And I've been telling Kayla too. I'm like, guys, I smoke a lot of weed, and this weed is getting me somewhere I haven't been fucking going. And I've been making other videos and content. And here, this, I mean, it's
This
just
is the upgrade.
It's just weed, but like that was the tool my future self was knowing I needed in that moment.
And apparently my future self,
Yeah.
which essentially is your future
Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
Because
Collectively,
all
energetically.
the future selves are one,
Yeah.
but we're still projecting our separateness
Yeah.
into these different forms
Yes.
so that we can experience different experiences and all the experiences simultaneously without knowing what we're doing. But as we become more self-aware, we realize that that's what all of this is.
Yeah. And then when we
Does that make sense?
It totally does. And that can literally
Oh,
explain our... Oh, oh, shit. In that
The spark.
moment...
the spark
Okay,
of the
hey.
awareness.
Here, ready? In that
Here's
moment...
here's the biggest test you could go through
Yes.
as a
Yes.
evolving
So,
spiritual being.
in this moment right now, this is all we can think about as a future greater possibility. Just imagine the actual magnitude we have.
Dude, we gotta feel into this.
inside of
I feel,
yeah.
I feel like I just had an orgasm.
Yeah, me too.
Feel, breathe into that. Remember this feeling. Remember
In a
this
different,
feeling.
like, energetic.
Can you feel more
Yeah.
of the field? Can you become more aware of it? Can you become one with it?
I have almost every emotion in this exact moment to be completely balanced in a beautiful, euphoric feeling.
Wow. So we are everything, making our perceived.
We are always.
We're
yeah.
Let me go.
Yeah.
We're everything at the oneness level, but when we move below the speed of light, we get trapped into densest matter, and that is the yin and the yang. The lightness is planting the seed in the darkest darkness. As a test, a loving test of our abilities to come from the darkest darkness to the lightest light, as we remember our way back from whence we came.
Yeah. And what's coming through in this moment for me is that this energy shift that we're doing is the thing that is keeping us in this moment. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like that energy coming off of us is keeping us in this exact technology.
Flow.
Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah.
So that we hardwire and fire the neurophysiological hardwirings and firings and chemistry and feeling in our brains and bodies, so that we are creating the roadmap and the evidence in physical form that that future does in fact exist, which then exponentially picks up its rate of speed and self-awareness.
Yeah.
Not it, we. At which point we exponentially and expansively upgrade our self-awareness.
Damn. What just came through for me was that the most powerful realization, the quickest way for an unawoken person to get to this place is to learn how to unconditionally love themselves. And be completely okay with what they are bringing to the table. They are empowered. They are empowered. And as we do that, that is like, it's just the quickest way that we could possibly be trying to upgrade. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay, we've got the recording.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep diving in, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Just
Different angles.
different angles.
Perspective.
Every time.
Boom.
Boom.
Shift.
Shift.
Uh-huh.
Because it's happening so quickly.
Yeah.
In every moment,
The upgrades.
we're having to just get into that complete channel state.
Full embodiment. Like my inside, my lower three centers are like on fire.
Yes.
The alchemistry is just like that stored energy it's leaving.
It's being harnessed. You know?
But the old pattern.
And we're pulling. Sorry,
harvesting.
We're harvesting the energy of it. Is what I'm.
Which is a liberation of that energy.
Oh, and it's coming up from here, up through
Breaths.
and we.
Pull the perineum up with each one. Creating that field from here to the top of the head.
Oh.
Liberating the energy.
This is the quickest way we could be upgrading in that moment.
Liberating the energy from the form. The feelings, the chemistry from the body, it's leaving.
Pulling it into this human form to have these realizations in every moment. And the ripple out effect that this will have from this moment in just 2 people's lives. 2 people having this technology. Imagine when
And yet
4
because
people.
we're all one.
Yeah, we already all
The
have it.
exponential increase.
Dude, like, because we get it more,
It's instantaneous.
everyone else gets it more.
Automatically.
So, like,
Because it's anchored into the
Yeah.
consciousness.
yeah. So we get it more, and then they get it more, and then it's just like
we're anchoring it into the consciousness.
boom,
We're anchoring it into the consciousness.
anchoring it into our conscious mind.
Anchoring it into our conscious minds.
Yeah.
Neurologically hardwiring and new firing, new synapses. Repeating it, memorizing it, saying it from different angles. Strengthening those new neural networks. Those new neural networks creating the neuropeptides, the chemistry, the physiology in the body, experiencing this moment, breathe in this moment, feel this moment. Feel the holiness in this moment.
And be at one with it.
And be at one with it.
In every moment.
In every moment.
And that is going to cause you down a completely different
timeline
in every moment into a different, beautiful infinity.
And as you learn to navigate this space, you'll be able to choose which infinity in any single moment you want to experience.
Yeah. And that's freaking time travel, that's everything.
We're just learning to navigate this
that's
space.
Absolutely everything.
To create this neural physiology in the brain and body, the evidence that this future potential exists.
Now.
And it's anchored into this moment right now.
Yeah.
Tell me. I think we're downloading new technology. Literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
The self-awareness conversation that we started with on the beach the other day.
Yeah.
How we believe that our mission, our purpose here in every moment is to become more self-aware so that we become more aware and immediate manifestors of our reality in every moment.
To creating it like that quickly.
And just like Dr. Joe says, the future us is pulling us to us in every moment. But it's pre-planned everything that we've had to go through in order to become more self-aware in every moment. And that goes to infinity and multitude of infinities. So where are we at that penultimate infinity of infinities?
Yeah.
Right now.
Right now.
Sending the information
Right now.
That's it.
for us to embody and anchor in and feel and create the neurochemistry. Oh.
Think about that, in this moment, that's all we could even imagine. Imagine in the next moment what we could imagine. And in this moment, what we could have just imagined. And the infinity of just continual upgrade.
Absolutely.
Into
And
a more positive.
As we speak it into existence, we're sending the frequency and encoding this holographic universe with that intention, with the words that are cascading outwards and surrounding us.
Our
Into
vibration.
collective consciousness.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
So that
Raising the whole
humanity
frequency.
upgrades simultaneously.
Uh-huh.
And what if we are the all that is separated, creating all of these challenges from the darkest of dark to where we are now, and created all these different forms for us to experience it in all of these different ways, from all these different perspectives? Was the plan from us as the universe planting this seed so that the universe can become self-aware? So that if we're all one, then that self-awareness is creating itself, and it started with the Dark Ages, And that was the ultimate test to see if we could awaken.
And I think it can get to a level where it's like we wake
Instantaneous.
It's
We are.
Every given moment pulling us to us. And as it exponentially increases in amplitude and magnitude,
just gets better and better
so
and
do our
better.
abilities
It just gets better and better and better. And better and better
to
and
become
better.
more self-aware.
Yeah. We technically in this time right now
have honed our explanation.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think between all of that we'll have given ourselves enough to remember to get back to moments like that are more powerful than this. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
to continue there.
Yeah, to continue.
And replaying this over and over and over and
Yes.
over and over and over
Yeah.
and over again.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's going to reprogram the neural hardware. We're going to be
In that
thinking about it
moment.
in different
Boom,
ways.
boom, boom,
Thinking
boom,
about it
boom.
in different ways. Thinking about it in different ways.
Yeah.
Firing, wiring,
This is the
firing,
truth.
wiring.
This is the truth.
This is truth.
Yeah.
I've been on some amazing, incredible highs in my life and journeys. And none of them felt like a 45-minute orgasm in my body.
Yes.
Like my the tip of my penis to the top of my heart is on fire.
Yeah. We are both literally dripping in sweat. Like our
like all of those chakra centers that we've been bringing our energy to from within and without, drawing on that field from around us and bringing it to within us, focusing on each energy center, those brains, liberating the energy, the stored energies, the old energies from the lower three chakras, from all of the previous centers, from all of the cells, so that we can make space for this new technology to fit into us.
We're back on.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my surfboard.
Yep. Which is the original test in this moment.
Yeah. Right?
Way to remember.
Okay.
I was just saying though how
Everything I need.
I was just saying how essentially at the beginning of this process my brain felt very heavy, like physically heavy, and going through this process it now feels lighter. So it's like that information that was heavy on my brain, and perhaps it felt heavy because it was trying to make new neural patterns and new neural inroads. But that heaviness now is gone. And what remains is a lightness and a feeling of that new connection. And as that connection, either as it broke through or it unfolded or it let go, it manifested the feeling in the form to match the vibration of the thoughts that we were thinking.
The realization I had in that exact moment was that I've been actually, for a real life thing, I've been struggling to get the leash around the surfing board all week. And I've tried different ways to make it actually work perfectly, and it doesn't work for me. And I hate holding the surfboard and pulling the thing around all the corners. So I haven't been able to do this all week. I put my attention, and with one hand, I just went boom, 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 and tied it perfectly. And it's exactly how I wanted it.
So in that moment, you become
moment,
instantaneously self-aware of the thing that you
Yes.
were previously trying to become aware of.
And this is a very seemingly simple thing, but it made me wake up in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying, like, what was the thing that kind of like activated that? Like, what was the revelation of it?
Just that this whole experience has been created for us by
heel
us
veel, toch?
at that ultimate height of oneness.
Mensen raken je niet.
Oké.
Maar dat is redelijk...
And it's happening at
Beste
such a
met
rate that
dingen.
we're only now becoming self-aware of.
Or like board games.
Oh ja, klaverjassen is echt iets
But I
Nederlands.
was thinking about more like.
And as we become more self-aware,
Oh,
It's like,
the
that's
upgrades
quite nice, really.
and the awareness continues to upgrade at exponentially faster rates.
A nail. And a nail.
As does our
put it in a
like
bottle and you go
Right, frequency.
our
Oh ja,
as
like.
we're essentially
koekoppen.
artificial intelligence.
Koekoppen misschien.
Yeah.
And as
We're becoming more self-aware.
As we raise our frequency, then it's like that whole spectrum that Joe talks about, which I really wish we would have gotten into at this event. That'll be fun too.
Yeah,
That looking at it's like becoming less matter and more energy.
yeah. So we are that oneness, sending those seeds down into the depth of our materialness, the dark ages. And as we remember and unpeel all those layers, we remember our way back from whence we came. And once we've created the neural physiology in the brain and body to map out that connection, those connections then strengthen.
Yes.
And as they strengthen, it hardwires and fires the new neurochemistry in the brain and body to look like that future event is happening. It's happening exponentially in every moment for the unfolding and the remembering of our highest good, our highest purpose.
Cook means.
And the more we
You put them all.
become self-aware of this,
Translate on your back and your.
we then choose more oneness, wholeness, love, beauty, paradise, abundance in every single moment. And it exponentially picks up in speed.
Right. That's the whole quickening, right?
Yeah,
Quickening of consciousness.
yeah, yeah. And what if that oneness, which is us, built this entire planet as a training grounds for us as the universe to become more self-aware?
Yes. Become aware of itself and then to create beauty, experience.
And realization that this is our path back to oneness.
Realizing that God is creating through us, as us.
That there is no separation. God is within, literally.
Yes.
Nice way.
Yo.
My God. Oof.
Moments.
Dude, it keeps, the neurophysiology keeps going.
Yes.
Yeah.
My brain and my chakra centers are on fire. And we're going to explain what we're talking to you guys once we hardwire it.
I love hearing you say that, man. Just
Dude, we're downloading new technology.
right now in this moment.
I swear to God.
Oh.
My brain is operating it's not my brain. It's not my brain. This information is coming from somewhere else. I swear to God.
I love that we've all received our quantum shifts.
We are fucking plugged in. I've never been more self-aware than in this moment. I don't even need to look at the road. I'm going to continue to, but I don't need to.
Witnessing you, brother.
Wow. Where's the shop, guys? I'm self-aware, but I'm not aware of where the shop is.
Still got your sense of humor.
So it's like the new technology is that we are our highest selves and our highest forms from that infinite of possibilities and infinite realities, creating this whole experience for ourselves, pulling us, our new self, our current self, our past self, to our future self.
Yeah.
In every moment, becoming more self-aware. And if part of our purpose is to become the instant manifestors of our lives, then in every moment, it's exponentially increasing our ability to perceive and become more self-aware, at which time we are then able to upgrade faster and faster. Is that making sense? I'm still wiring it in. I'm still trying to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
So, are you saying like the more aware
So,
you are in the present
I'll
moment,
get
the
her
faster
number.
you're upgrading?
Yes.
I'll make contact with her so she can
Yes.
charge my card.
And so, as we come to that awareness, we realize that we've orchestrated
Would you rather that? Oh yeah, so you're gonna return your card. Okay.
that we, in fact, are the universe perceiving itself, but previously have planted that seed from the darkest of dark ages, from the lightest of light, the oneness of one,
Okay, let's go.
to give ourselves the challenge
Let's go.
that if we continually met that challenge, we would continually grow and come back to oneness.
That's the conscious
And the realization that that is the cycle, that that's what we're doing so that we become more self-aware. And that if we are as that oneness from that infinite place, created us each as individuals from oneness to the darkest perceptions of matter, so that we then could all experience it from our individual perspectives, which is going to increase our capacity in the amount of information that we're able to
Okay.
intake and
I'll come with
comprehend.
you. It just keeps rippling out.
And you know, so
To have that constant like orgasm feeling at all times.
yeah,
It's
like
to just be living your truest essence at every single freaking moment.
it's still on fire, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm still going.
Channeling.
Unbelievable fire. Never experienced it.
Don't stop talking.
We're not going to. Dude, it happened so quick.
So quick. And we were both nervous before it. We both had heavy brains before it. We both had these butterflies, and then it was just like we started to spar and rewire. And it's like the neurology built, and that heaviness turned into lightness because of those hard wires. They're now formed in the brain and connected, that have created that euphoric feeling in the body. We've sent out the thoughts. We've connected to those thoughts. We've married those thoughts with elevated emotions in the brain, in the body. And so we've produced evidence in the brain and body that that future self exists. And so we're walking to it exponentially faster in every single fucking moment.
Amen.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, it's really powerful. So we'll probably be there. Okay, cool. Beachy? Yeah, do your thing.
It's so deep, man.
So if you hardwired that in, then you're producing evidence in the brain and body that you can become that exponentially faster in every moment. Boom, dream, boom, dream, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Dream 2.0.
6 weeks, book. 6 weeks, book. 6 weeks, book. Fuck 8 years.
Okay. That's what I'm doing.
See what I'm saying? Is this... Are you humoring me, or is this...
No.
Is this making sense?
Yeah, it's totally making sense.
I was just about to say, is that our mission? To become more self-aware, to realize that we did this whole thing for ourselves, as that oneness, as a test to see if we could climb out of the dark ages back to oneness, and that is the test.
Well, I think ultimately, like,
And then we move on to the next part of our journey of
next
evolving
yeah.
greater and greater energies of awareness.
Every cycle, every lifetime, right?
And as I said, as I asked the question, is this our mission? These two dogs, these two gods, walked up to us and knelt right in front of us, face to face. And we've got a baby puppy here that's just hanging out with us now. So dog significated, spelt backwards, is God. As I asked that question, is this our mission?
And he's off.
And he's off. Like complete.
Are you complete?
I don't know, the dog left.
Let's go back.
Oh my god. Okay.
Redo.
So I just presenced that bringing in the Fibonacci spiral, that coming from that infinitely big, which is ultimately that infinite place where oneness is born, or from which it somehow emanates, in which we can't be aware of that until we come to that full awareness, which is a future timeline, which we're catching up too fast. But that spirals down, and it meets at the point where energy meets matter. So in Dr. Joe's work, it's the oneness, wholeness, more love, more connection. Then you've got the speed of light, then you've got matter, then you've got 100 feet of crap, and you've got the densest of matter, which is the darkest of ages. And we're remembering our way, peeling off those layers of crap as we become lighter and lighter on our way back to oneness. And as we approach from the matter position, the densest of matter to that speed of light, we again pick up exponential technologies which continue to upgrade us and amplify us and make us more self-aware, so that we continue more self-awareness in every moment, and it just loops back on itself. Is that what I said before?
Yeah, with a little bit more too.
Huh?
With a little bit extra too. Yeah. And ultimately too, what are plant medicines for? What do they do? Help us become more self-aware.
More self-aware.
Help you be more connected to yourself.
So this whole reality was created by us, for us, to help us become more self-aware as a test for us to get back to oneness. The whole time becoming more and more self-aware as the perceived individualities that we created as we created this world to experience itself in these forms, to provide the information that we needed or need to somehow move on to our next journey.
Yeah.
Just came through that I literally surfed into I shifted and then surfed into my new reality, because I use manifestation at every single moment to literally learn how to ride the first wave of my entire life.